Okay, so now we are set up and we are ready to find and place our first match bet on Leo Vegas, and that is going to be fun. All right, so let's see what we have here. We have Dijon versus Olympic Nimes. So that is French football, French cup football to be precise. And then we check. All right, so the first thing that we want to do when we do match betting is to check that we're able to get both the odds that we want at the bonus bookmaker and at the cover bookmaker. So we're going to check that first on Leo Vegas, and then we're going to check it on Sport Market after. All right, so the good thing is that they have a search function, which makes it a lot easier for us. So we look up Dijon. Now we're only going to do one of these at a time, so we can keep those over there. Makes the organization a bit easier. And then camera is making my computer a bit slow, so maybe we'll change this up. But for now, we are just going to see, because yeah, we're not in a very big rush, so we can sort of take it in time that we want. All right, so here we have Dijon at -2 at 4.80. Okay, so normally I would take this bet because the fast way of doing match betting is to lose at the bonus bookmaker and win money at the cover bookmaker, because you don't have any restrictions on the cover bookmaker, so they can just cash out the money immediately. If you just lose it on this bonus bookmaker side and then win it on this cover bookmaker side. But in this particular case, since I need to first bet 4 times through my 300 euros, so like 1,200 euros in total, I need to make sure that I don't end up losing all of that money, because then I don't get my bonus. So what I'm going to do here is to change the maximum odds that I'm looking for when I'm looking for the match bets inside of Oddshero, and to sort of make it more likely that I win my bonus bet on Leo Vegas. So this is one of those beautiful cases where we can make the maths work in our favor. All right. So let's see, where do we put you? We put you here. All right, so then the maximum odds that I want to take is really like, I'll just try putting it at 2, and then we'll see, because I want to sort of, yeah, have as high of a probability as possible to win this bet on Leo Vegas and not run out of my money. And the second step I'm going to do is to sort of split up my bets a bit more. Normally I just place one big bet of 300 euros, but here I'm going to try and split it up a bit more so that I don't tap out on money and then I'm not able to get this bonus. So I think actually I'll split it up into 4 bets, because it's rather, it does happen, but it increases my probability of retaining some of this money. Or actually I'll do it in 6 bets. I think that's easier. So it would be 50 euro bets each. All right, cool. So we're looking for this San Antonio versus Miami Heat instead. So this was actually quite useful, because it enables us to sort of explain why we need to sort of adjust our strategy to best fit the bonus requirements. Miami Heat. And then I'll definitely be showing you later how to just do the fastest way of doing match betting. Okay. All right, so we can get 191 on Miami Heat, which is the away team for the whole match. We'll just click into it just to be sure. Yeah, so this is including overtime. That's always important to just double check. Usually they match up perfectly, but there are instances where they don't. So it's always good to double check just to make sure. Okay, and in Sport Market we're now in like the football markets, and now we need to move over to the basketball markets. So once you're getting started with Sport Market, it can be a bit tricky to navigate, so I'll probably cover that in like an article by itself. But once you get used to it, even though it looks like it's made in the 1990s, it's actually quite good to use. Okay, so for Miami Heat, we wanted to get to 11. So it looks like we will be slightly below that. Yeah, so I'm not going to do that. The stake I said I was going to use is 50. All right, so this is another good case because here we can see that the maximum odds, and I'll drop it even further. So now the maximum odds that we're able to get is 2.05, 2.05, yeah, at Betfair, and the liquidity is 0. So we're not actually able to get that price. So in general, like speed is always good since the odds is moving, especially like in the sharp markets. And me, yeah, doing this recording where the camera is making my computer slow is sort of not ideal. But at the same time, it's not a super big deal. We can always just go searching for a new bet. Yeah, and then we found a new one. All right, so we will just repeat this process and look up for Kansas City Chiefs. Some NFL this time. All right. And now it's an over bet, over under. Okay, so here from points total, it is under 52.5. 52.5, we want 1.88. So we can see that the odds has changed here. So then we can adjust it to sort of see, is this okay or is it not okay? And in the case earlier, remember that it was the cover bookmaker which had changed. So we couldn't adjust that because we first need to sort of place the bonus bet. But what we could have done was to notice, okay, so this is 3 decimal points lower, and then we just lower it by 3 decimal points on the bonus bookmaker side, and then we still get a pretty good idea of what the net profits are going to be like for the match bet once we're done. So here I can see that with 1.88 and 2.11, I would make a small loss on a match bet, which isn't like a pretty big deal, like especially if you're just doing it in like one big bet, and then I totally just take that and be done with it. But since we're going to do this a couple of times, we sort of want to minimize the losses that we're able to get here. Also, because there are a lot of match bets available on Leo Vegas in general, I don't really need to rush this too much. So I can just be patient and rather look for a couple of opportunities where I can get in match bets which give me a small profit, or at the very least break even, instead of like locking in a loss early now. But let's have a look at this game in sport market, because maybe the odds went up on the other side there, so they sort of cancel each other out. All right, so here we have the NFL, and then we have the markets, and we're going to look for the over 52.5 here. And here we can sort of see that there are different lines. So here we have over 52, 52.5, 53, etc. This is the one we're looking for. So we open up that one and close down that. And here, let's see. Here we were looking for 2.11. And the max price we can get now is 2.06. Yeah, so that one is dropped too. And then we just move on. So I'm going to try one more. And then maybe, just maybe, I'll try switching over to my webcam instead to sort of speed this up a bit. Because I don't want to spend like the whole day searching. All right, so we just want to see, are we able to find some bets which have good value? Yeah, I mean, this stuff is happening all the time. So in general, what we sort on is sort of the bets with the highest net profits. So if you skip a bet, it's likely that the next bet will have a lower net profit. regardless of the outcome, but at the same time, like, we're constantly finding new match bets, so sometimes it will have like an even better bet showing up. But we'll just, yeah, keep doing this for a little bit and then sort of see what shows up. All right, so now we are going to try a trick to sort of make us get a couple of those early bets back because they were quite good. 2.1. All right, let's see. Oh, yeah, wrong bookie, sorry. Let's move to Las Vegas and see. All right, so I adjusted the odds slightly and now I got one which is just a tiny loss. So yeah, we'll have a look at that one and then we'll probably just place it and move on. Because yeah, I just want to record a bet now and then we can sort of deal with the rest later. San Francisco 49ers versus Green Bay Packers. So another NFL game. And this time we have it on the Asian handicap -8 at home. And I scroll down, I found line 1.98. So that one had dropped quite a bit. Yeah, and then it's like minus 3 euros. And I need to do this 4 times. I said I'd split it up into 6 bets. Maybe I'll do it lower because I can see that I'm going to be losing like €1 every time. So it's kind of like 6 times -1. -24. Yeah, so it's kind of like if I take all right, so I have a total requirement of 4 to meet this bonus. And I said I would split it up into 6 bets. So that would cost me to place 24 bets in total. And if I take bets where I lose like €1 on each bet, I will end up losing 24 euros in order to win the 300 bonus. So, I mean, that's 276 euros that I'm left with. So it's still pretty good, but I want to get a bit closer to actually like maxing out the entire 300 euros. And yeah, just take a bit of time because I'm not in a super big rush. Okay, so we are back and to be looking for some new edges. I've signed into the 4 bookmakers where I have bonuses currently, and we're going to see if we can find some good bets on those two. Okay, so now we have a match bet available on Las Vegas, so we're going to look for that one. Racing Santander versus Las Palmas. Now we're looking for Asian handicap away. And of course they want to try and push some incredibly stupid bet on me again. Right, so what we're looking for is Asian handicap 0. On the away team 2.12. And yeah, we just want to get down the 50 euros as fast as humanly possible. That's like 505 kronas. Yeah, and I'm just gonna hammer that one. Hopefully it goes through. Alright, I didn't check it yet, but we are sort of banking on this game not having changed too much. So let's see. Alright, Spanish second division. Okay, so this time we'll actually use the search function because I couldn't find it. We're looking for 1.89 and want to place 56. Alright. That's Paul. Oh crap, I chose the wrong one. Alright, this game. Show it to us. Alright, so there we have it. And then we're looking for Asian handicap 0. And we want to have 1.89. Alright, so the best stake that, yeah, so we already placed our bet. And now we're moving on here. The best odds we're able to get is 1.869. So that's not like half that bad. And then I place the 56.68 euros. Go. Alright, and then that is done. Cool. So now we managed to place our first match bet on video. So I think that is worthy of a celebration. And here they are just coming. All right, Denver Nuggets next. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Okay, so let's see if we can get this in here. We are now 2 bets in. Next one we're looking for is Denver Nuggets. Denver. Yes, I was just like banking on the odds being available just to save a little bit of time, since it takes me a bit of time to look it up. All right, so what we're looking for here is the over. So that's handicap and totals. And then we're looking for the totals. And we're looking for over 212 points in this game. Scroll all the way down. We're looking for over, and we're looking for 2.12 in odds. And here we can see that this line has changed like significantly, 1.94. Since it's that big of a difference, maybe it's because this is not for. Okay, yeah, this was including overtime. Yeah, so that's sort of just how it is. Sometimes we're not able to get him in, and then we just skip to the next bet. All right. Okay, Circle Brugge. Football bet. They are not a very good team, but that doesn't matter too much. That's why we're doing match betting and not regular punting. Okay, so we were looking for this 1.83 plus 0.75. We found it. That's perfect. That's great. This one I'm quickly going to look up here. And then we're looking for Circle Brugge versus Royal Antwerp. Yeah, now we showed up here, and then we're looking for the Asian handicap plus 0.75, and we are looking for the away team here. So we open up the away team, and then minus 0.75. So that's minus, yeah, that's this one, and max price we can get is 2.48. All right, so if we lower this by like 5 decimals, we can see it's a pretty big minus. Like we'll lose 3 euros on doing this one. So we're going to go and skip that one. And yeah, that's just how it is sometimes. Dijon versus Nîmes. Did I place a bet on that one in the past? Let me just check. No, my first bet was on Trabzonspor. Alright, so it looks like we're able to find what we are looking for. So this time I'm just going to mix it up a bit and just search for it here first. Dijon versus Nîmes. And that shows up here, and we're looking for the over. We're looking for the under, 1.862. That one is dropped by 3 decimal points. And it's minus 2 euros. Okay, yeah, we're skipping that one. And then we're moving over to Hertha Berlin versus Bayern Munich. And now we're looking for over 3.5, and we want to have 1.943 on the over. Alright, so now I'm just going to change some stuff in my settings. Alright, so for simplicity, I don't want to deal with lay bets right now. But it is something that I could be looking into. So Instead, we are going to see if we're able to find this bet on the Denver Nuggets versus Indiana Pacers. And that is over at Mobile Bet, where we haven't been able to place any bets so far. Okay. Denver Nuggets. All right. Asian handicap. Okay, minus 1.5 away. And that should be the Pacers. Yeah, I mean, that one's just not even close. 2.3 an ounce. Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, so even the best can make mistakes. Alright, so 2.25, I mean, it's dropped a lot. I'm not sure how much we're able to get, but let's see. And then I sort of just want to calculate, because this bonus I could be doing, and of course they logged me out. Okay, so this is a good chance for me to just mention, always use a password manager when you're doing match betting, because that makes the logging in a lot faster if the bookies log you out after a while. And it's always good to just make sure that we are logged in. Looks like we're logged into Mr. Green. So that's good. For now, I'll just skip Volker to Martin since they have like the same bonus as a mobile bet. Okay, so I'm still going to look up this bet just in case, because if I'm able to like clear my entire bonus and then just lose a tiny bit of money, then that could just very well be worth it. Denver Nuggets. Ah, that's why things weren't showing up. Yeah, so that's pretty neat. If you search for a team, you can add to your favorites, and that makes everything a whole lot easier for you. So even though I have like soccer up, I can still have this game on my favorites in Sport Market. So that is a very, very neat function. Okay, Denver Nuggets. We are looking for minus. We are looking to bet on the away team. No, home team. Home team minus 1.5. No. We are looking to bet on the home team plus 1.5. Yeah. Yeah, so if you just keep on clicking, you'll eventually find it. Oh, that was not what I was supposed to do. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, we have it here. Because I just want to look at the odds I'm able to get. Alright, so I can get 1.751. And I still have, I assume, 2.25 on that bet here, that mobile bet. I think I'll be a little bit more patient, but yeah, it is definitely something that I would consider. And we'll just see, because we're not in a super big rush. Okay, I'm already ready, not just cashing out that bet and being done with it. Yeah, okay, let's look up San Antonio Spurs. And if I'm able to get this, I might just very well do it. But first I want to read. I just want to make sure that there's no like super weird, stupid clauses that like say I'm only able, I can maximum bet for this that amount or something like that. Because that would be pretty annoying. Yeah, so it's always good to make sure you're just 100% clear on the terms and conditions. I'm pretty sure this is good because I mean I did the research in the past. I just want to make sure that before I put a big bet, yeah, because I mean these guys have like a restriction on how much profit you can make on the bets from your bonus, which is pretty crazy. But I guess it's smart from a business perspective of them to have that. But yeah, let's just look. All right, so now I am trying to look up this NBA game for Miami Heat, and let's see if we're able to find out. Over. We're looking for the under for over here 2.05. Yeah, this is gonna be a pretty big one. Yeah, I'm a patient man. So we're looking up a new game here: San Antonio Spurs versus Miami Heat, and I guess we need to dig into the lines. And minus 1.5 at home. 220. Oh, we actually found it. That is brilliant. And then look it up here. Miami Heat. And I really, really want to add this. Why is this not working? Alright, okay, so what we're looking for, Asian handicap on the away. And then it's plus 1.5. Oh yeah, we got tons of liquidity on this one. Yeah, so I think we just found it. Okay, so here we are, about to place 200 euros on this. Just quickly double checking. The odds has remained the same here. Then the Nuggets. Yep, still able to get that. So yeah, I'm gonna hammer home 200 euros here. And it's done. It is done. Okay, cool. Now let's move fast. 200 euros recorded. 200 euros here. And then I need to place 224.65. Okay, cool. Oh crap. Looks like we got a bit lower odds than what we wanted. Oh no, we got higher. So that's great. Okay, well, it's done. It is done. We have, yeah, bet through our bankroll on mobile bet. So that is pretty cool. And then we are moving on to the next bookie. So let's just do Folkeautomaten too, because that one we can also clear pretty fast. Alright, so here I have 100 euros to play with. San Antonio Spurs versus Miami Heat. Who's gonna win it? Not sure if that's the exact same bet I had on the other one, but let's see whether we can find it. Okay, there should be some NBA here, right? Spurs versus Heat. Okay, 2.05. That one matches perfectly. And then it's Heat. 6.9. Yeah, that's a pretty big drop off. It's almost, it's like a 87 to 87. Yeah, okay, it's not too bad. Yeah, so it's like, okay, lose 450 in doing it. It's not ideal. We're patient. All right, so let's look at this one. Because this one is cool. Yeah, we don't need mobile bet anymore. This time we're looking at Denver, which is being played tomorrow. All right, minus 1.5 on Indiana Pacers. So that's 2.25 on matches. Minus 1.5 plus 1.5 on home team. Okay, 1.769. We can very easily get this one. And I bet we're able to get 100 euros down here too. So yeah, that one I'm gonna do for sure. 125. Okay, 100 euros and I'm done. Okay, yeah, so as you noticed, we're taking losses on everyone so far. If we have a bit of luck, the bets on spot market will end up winning. If we are not so lucky, then the bets on Folkeautomaten and mobile bet wins, and we need to place more match bets, which isn't ideal, especially when it's like 2 to 5 euros that we're losing on these bets, because that will eat into our profits. But still, it's about trying to make it fast now for me too. So yeah, I'm happy to just see if I can get it through and then sort of take it from there. Because overall, like mobile bet doesn't have, or mobile bet slash pen bet doesn't have the best odds in total. So we sort of just need to take what we can get there. I mean, if you're patient, you can just spend more time and just keep it up and keep looking. But for now, yeah, I just want to sort of get it over with that, and then focus on the Leo Vegas one because that one's going to take a bit more time. Okay, let's see. All right. Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City Chiefs. Yeah, so at Leo Vegas is pretty nice because there it specifically states including overtime. And yeah, part of me is regretting not asking the customer support earlier. But yeah, it was just so annoying when the chat fell out. Okay, Kansas City Chiefs versus Tennessee Titans. 1.901. All right, under 50. Looking for under 52.5. 1.88. Okay, so that one's dropped off a bit. Small loss. Just get it added. No idea why this isn't happening. All right, Kansas City Chiefs under 52.5. Yeah, sorry, that means we need to look for over here. Over 52.5. Best as we can get to, but yeah, this one is just long dead and gone. Okay, I think we looked on Berlin versus Munich earlier. 1063. Okay, plenty of liquidity. That's good. Even though the odds is a bit lower. Buy it. Okay, I got a good feeling about this one. Okay, minus 1.75. Wait, 1.93. Okay, so that one matched. It dropped a little bit here, so by like 2 decimal points. Yeah, we're gonna take that one for sure. Okay, so we found a bet now. We're gonna place a bit more just to make the euros right. 505, 193, go, go, go. That was buying. And then we want to place 92. We place 50. 46.39 here. Oh, shit. I need to make sure the odds is right. 2.06. Then I want to place 46. 46.84. Okay. You can see it down here. It's in progress. It's in progress. Come on. No reason it shouldn't go through. Oh, the odds went up here by a lot. Let's hope it places at a higher odds then. Ah, we got it at 2.7. Ah, that is brilliant. Yes, so sometimes things swing in our favor, which is just absolutely awesome. So that's just great news. And then we are one step closer on Leo Vegas 2, up to 10% of the bonus clear now. All right, so we are back and we are currently looking at Leo Vegas. We have this one here for Pacos Ferreira. And we'll see if this one is still here, because I think maybe I just left that open when I went to get some food. Alright, but yeah, we'll just see, search and see. Pacos Ferreira. Two Portuguese teams here in the top divisions. Alright. Asian Alliance, 0. Okay, so we got it. Pacos Ferreira plus 0. That's good. And then let's see if we're able to find it here. Pacos Ferreira. No. Gil Vicente. Okay. There they are. Okay, yeah, so it just takes a bit of time before the favorites show up on Sport Market. So I guess that one is just good to know. All right, so we'll see here. Asian handicap +0 on the home team there. We're looking for 2.07. We can only get 2.05, so that is 2 decimal places lower. And I mean, that one still looks good, right? So just disappeared a bit there. And I just need to refine it. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and just smash this one a little bit. I'll stick to the process. Stick into the process. Oh. I'm gonna go for it. Okay. Oh, crap. What did I just bet on? Hope I didn't make a mistake. Where can I find my bets? Okay, I think I'll just start out with that one. Should that even be possible? Whew, that's a pretty big mistake. But yeah, okay, it's good that we got it on video. Because, yeah, then we get to learn what happens when you make a mistake. Alright, so this is really the only pitfall with match betting is human error. The machine is pretty good. I have my weaknesses as everyone else. So yeah, we'll just see if we can find it here, and then there are some options, like we can try to cash it out, we can try to hedge it. Okay. Okay, I need a full screen mode here now to figure this part out. That was thoroughly stupid of me. But the odds matched. It's just like, if it had been slightly different, then I definitely would have like double checked it. And of course I also placed more money there, so that is just typical. Alright, so now we need to find the opposite here. So now we need to find a bet on Gil Vicente. As good odds as we can possibly get. It's either that or being able to like cash it out. I'm pretty sure it definitely won't cash count towards our bonus. Come on, bookies always have a cash out. Cash out, Leo Vegas. Okay, let's see if we find out where it is. Okay, that looks like we just have to hedge our way out of it. Alright, so yeah, mistakes happen, shit happens. Then it's just a matter of making the best from it. So yeah, I can get this at 1.904. I think I need my calculator now. Alright, so I'm back and I have found my calculator. I placed a bet of 100 euros on the wrong team by mistake. And now I need to sort of remedy that. So the odds I can get in the market is 1.869. 69. Yeah. And I sort of need to find the ideal stake size to minimize my losses. About 100, about 90. 95, 100, 105, 110, 105, 106. Okay, so it looks like if I bet 106 here, then that's sort of the best thing I can get away with. And now, of course, the odd change. Oh, thank God it increased. 1.874. Yeah, so I'm just going to cash out on that, and I need to bet 106 euros at the best price. Okay. So this is how you fix your mistakes. That cost me 7 euros. But yeah, I actually think it is pretty good. I think it is pretty good that we managed to capture that on film. Because, yeah, it'll make fun. At least you got to learn from it so that you don't repeat my mistakes. So this is why we always double check the odds, we double check the teams, we make sure that we get everything right. And yeah, that bet went through. So now I have a bet on Gil Vicente here. I have a bet on Pacos Ferreira at Leo Vegas. So that's excellent. Yeah, and then I'll just sort of lower this so that it adds up. There's not really a good way to record that you fucked up. And it is probably going to show the opposite result for me here, but you know what? It's still better to just have some tracking on it, and then that's it. Okay, so moving on, and now I just need to see. I have 142 euros left in sport market, and let's see how much money I get left. I have 480 left in Leo Vegas. I just got so excited there because it was finally like a match bet that it looked like I was making money on. So I just wanted to increase my stake there, and that turned out to be a costly mistake. If I had just stuck with the process, I would have only lost like 350. But yeah, that's the way it is, and yeah, that's life. But we move on. We keep on match betting, and we're gonna make money on this. So, question is just a matter of like how much of the bonus, and time will tell. Okay, Leicester City has scored against Burnley. Was it Jamie Vardy? And that's the question. It was Barnes actually, Harvey Barnes. But it's pretty cool. Yeah. Good to see Vardy's playing. He's in my fantasy team, so those things are of course very important to be up to date on. Okay, so let's look now for this game between Dijon. I just want to make sure I haven't bet on it already, because that would probably be against my terms and conditions. I have not. And yeah, this is a game we've kept on seeing edges on like throughout today. So that's always a bit interesting. Okay. Goals over 2.25. Let's see. Let's see if we can find it. It doesn't look like it, so we'll just skip that one. Yeah, so sometimes you don't always find the bets. It varies a bit from market to market which lines the bookmakers are offering. And that one we couldn't find, but here we found Villarreal versus Espanyol. Another one looks very promising. Over 2.5 is sort of the most common over-under line in football. So that is also good, because that then is like usually easier to find and doesn't change as much. Okay, under 2.5 is dropped by 0.02. So It makes it a break-even one, but what about looking it up here? Via Real. Okay, we got it added to our favorites. And we are here looking for the over 2.5. And I mean, if we can get it higher there, then it's good. 2.067, so it's also dropped by like 0.02 there. Locking in the show loss. Okay, it's back up to 2.09. Alright, cool. We are going for it. Moving in now. Place a bet here on Espanyol via Real. Okay, so what was it that we want to do? Under 2.5. Okay, the odds significantly dropped by the time we spent double checking it. So that sucks. But it's probably because like the odds increased here on the other side, which was what made it more attractive for us in the first place. And then they just kept like slicing it. And I mean, if we look it up now, 1.83. Just going to be way, way too low. Yeah, so it's like we use €5 doing it. Not worth it. Okay, Paris Saint-Germain. Can we find this one? Oh yeah, okay. This is another one of those lines. The 3.25 lines. So I'm pretty sure we're not going to find that one. And then Kansas City. Kansas City Chiefs. Let's hope it's the main line, because that one's easier to find. It's not. Alright. Under 53.5 points. 1.79. Okay. Yeah, it's slightly worse. Let's look at what it looks like here. Kansas. Okay, we got it added. Can't find anything on it currently. Yeah, then we are definitely... Okay, there we have lines. Alright, we're looking for the over 53.5. But I mean, for me to place this now, this one just has to have increased. I mean, it's lower there too, so that's just minus. Okay, same game. That makes it easier for us. Let's have a look. Minus 7.5. Okay, so here we're looking for minus 7.5 on the home team. We find it up here. We want to have 2.22, 2.2. Alright, so we're already 2 decimal points down. Let's see if we can find an exact match here. If so, we will consider it. Alright, plus 7.5. Titans. Already down 2, so it's down like total 4. Another Euro loss. I'm considering it. I'm also considering just like placing half of it. Just to sort of keep things going a little bit longer, just to get one more bet in. Yeah. Oof. That is an extremely annoying function there, Leo Vegas. 7.5. Okay, so it's not. Yeah, let's just keep looking, and then if I start to run out of time, I'll just go for it. Yeah, so I've placed a couple of these bets, but I don't want to place too many of them. So it's like bookmakers look for when you're betting. Yeah, because this is like one of the smaller leagues, which makes me stand out a bit more for the bookmakers. So I could go for it, but for now I just want to be patient. I don't want to get limited while I'm trying to clear the bonus, because that would just be thoroughly annoying. TiVo. But just for fun's sake, I'll look up the odds. I mean, if I'm able to get a perfect match, I think I'll go ahead and place it. But if it doesn't match, I'm definitely skipping it. Alright, 1.91. It actually matched. That's interesting. I could also place a smaller bet on this. That's another sort of angle I can take. Find a game, Cadiz. Alright, so here we're looking for Asian handicap away at 2.11. 2.073, so that, I mean, it's dropped by 4 decimal points. Yeah, totally skipping that one. 49ers versus Packers. That's not one of the games I have up. Yeah, so we can see it's a lot of the same games. Let's just check the sport market side first, since we're in here. 46.5. Best odds we can get 2.039. Already 2 decimals down. 120 loss. I'll look it up and I'll consider it then. San Francisco 49ers. All right, under 46.5, 1.91. Yeah, I'll lose another €2 then. I think I'm gonna skip it since I've already messed up with that €7 share loss. I think I'm gonna take my time a bit more and just make sure that I don't end up taking too many losses, because I mean I need to keep repeating this. We're only at 70%, 17%. Kansas City Chiefs. Look at the under 53 points. Yeah, same game. Same game. Did we look this one up already? Kind of feel like we did. But let's check it again anyway. Dijon versus Nîmes. Okay. Yeah, and matches the over. Good sign. Let's have a look here. On the under, 1.872. Oh, we can get one. Okay, yeah, definitely do now. Let's hope it didn't change. 210 over 2.5, and I just placed my remaining bankroll of 480. And then I just registered and placed 50. And then on this side, of course, it's slightly dropped. But you know what? Let's go for it. Let's just copy paste it up here. Place it. If it increases, we'll get better odds. If it drops, we won't get it. We will get it. All right. Yeah, that's a success. Okay, cool. So then we have our entire bankroll in play. I'll just check if some of the games finish soon. If not, we'll sort of wrap it up for today, and then we will continue another day. Still have €90 left on sport market, so I could keep going. And this also highlights another point, is that if you want to do match betting really fast and turn over these bonuses very fast, then you need to have more money in your sport market account, or whichever cover bookmaker you're using if you're in the UK. That would be Matchbook or Betfair, because yeah, if you run out of money here, then you're not able to match your bets. So this one needs to be like by far the biggest bankroll compared to like the deposits into the other bookies. And yeah, the more speed you want to have, the more money you need to have there. So that's sort of it. And it looks like our team Circle Bruges is losing here, so I guess that is good for one of the bets we have. It's not a bet on Leo Vegas, so it's probably a bet on one of the others. Oh yeah, cool. So we still have Mr. Green left, and I still have a little bit of money. Yeah, so it's sort of like, essentially in the first round of placing the match bets, you need to have at least the same amount of money that you're depositing into the bookies, into the bonus bookmakers, you need to also have on sport market. But then if you start losing on sport market and winning on the bonus bookmakers, you'll most likely need to deposit more money into sport market in order to keep up the pace and being able to match your bets. Of course, you can do everything like slower and just placing with whichever money you have at your cover bookmakers. Just place whichever money you have at your cover bookmakers. But yeah, it will take longer time. So sort of a trade-off there. Do you want to put in a bit more money to speed things up, or are you happy to take a bit more time to sort of do it all? Okay, so this is a great bet. So here we have just the perfect situation in order for us to sort of turn things over fast if we're able to find this. Just getting a very high odds on the home team here makes us less likely to win at Mr. Green and more likely to win at Sport Market, which is sort of how we want it to be. So this is just potentially a dream scenario where I can just cash out this entire bonus. So let's have a look at if we can find Genk. Alright, so let's see if we can find Genk. Here's the Genk. Is that correct? Okay, yeah, it is. Not too many Asian lines available on this game. That does not look very promising because minus 0.75 is not the main line. Yeah, so we couldn't find it. That sucks. But that's how life is sometimes. So then we just move on to the next bet. Oh, did we get the main one now? Looks like it's... No. Take it. Oh! Okay. Oh! Crap. I really want to have that old bet back. But that's pretty cool. Haven't seen that function before, but that's actually pretty cool. And yeah, we can see it matches perfectly. And if I noticed that sooner, we could have gotten the other bet. But yeah, it's this looks great. Thank you, Mr. Green. Okay, so let's look for Genk. Genk. Plus 0.25 away. Okay, so if I'm doing it, won't be able to get my whole bet. I'll get slightly lower. Yeah, I'll definitely take that. It's pretty close to breaking even. And I'll just, how much stake was I able to get in? Yeah, so I'll just play sort of half my stake here. Just add the 30 euros. And then here I'll take the best bet I can get and place 49.38. Yeah, and I mean this is a perfectly good match bet. It's higher odds on the bonus bookmaker, which what we talked about earlier, so that's good. And then we move on. And we get up. Yeah, so Mr. Green was a lot easier than Leo Vegas to find good match bets on. Alright, so let's see. Paris Saint-Germain. And apparently it looks like it's going to be a lot of goals in this game, which is typical when Paris is playing. Coupe de France versus Lorient. That's it. Okay. Over 3.5 goals. Oh, okay, here it is. Oh, 3.5 goals. Oh, that one is just way off. Alright, then we move on. Hockey game. New York. Islanders. In the NHL. Being played this evening. Okay, so this is important. Here we need to look for the game including overtime. And then we're looking for the total number of goals to be 6.5. 2.78 matches. Perfect. Okay, cool. I think we might have just done this. Hurricanes. We got that one added. Now we're looking for the under. Under 6.5. Alright, so let's see. Can we find it? Yeah, so this is also something that can happen. Some of these American sports are not that big on sport market. And as we can see here, we're not able to find a line for the Hurricanes. If we had a matchbook account directly, we might have been able to find out one. But that sucks because we actually found one that worked. But on to the next. Okay, so now we're looking at... Ooh, if we can find this one, that'll be great. Okay, Den Haag. Alright. Not the biggest league. Let's see how many... Yeah. Let's see how many lines they actually have here. This could also end in a draw, so that's the thing with the full goal Asian handicaps. If they end in a draw, you get your money back and it doesn't count towards the bonus. But I mean, the odds is very much in favor of the other team winning, so I think we're just gonna, if we can get good odds on it, I think we'll still just move ahead and place that one. Let's see. Asian handicap -1. Now we're looking for the away team. I mean, that matches almost perfectly. So yeah, we're gonna place the 300 we have left on Den Haag. -1. Smashing it home. And then we'll place the rest here. So 61.41. Okay, so we got 34. Betfair Exchange got filled up for like the rest of the money, but that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. If you want me to make more videos like this, then please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. We have a lot of great videos about how to do match betting, and we're going to keep making more of them. Also, make sure to check out our Facebook group, the Oddshero Matched Betting community. We post all of our articles and videos and everything you need to do match betting in that group. You can ask us questions. You can get help from other people who are doing match betting, and you can see which questions they have as well. So it's just a great place to be, and it's free. So please check that out. Remember, you can get started with Oddshero for free and make your first 100 euros by clearing the Bet365 100 euro sign-up bonus before you need to pay us anything. So you only pay us if you're making money, and that's something we think is a pretty good deal. So see ya.